Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Rolling Ones, the RPG podcast. I'm your host, Sean, and with me today are...
Hey, it's Jay/that Canadian guy.
And Max from previous episodes. Good evening.
And two new people.
I'm Saria.
And I'm Raya.
Yes. Thanks to Saria and Raya for filling in at the last minute. Like, literally the last minute.
No problem.
So, today we're doing something different. Instead of simply sitting around talking about games, we're going to be playing a game. Specifically, Paranoia. And if my audio hadn't been corrupted, we would have moved on to me talking about Paranoia there, and then guiding them through character creation. So, real quick, Paranoia is an RPG set in the city of Alpha Complex. It is a massive underground city which is the last refuge of humanity, and it is controlled by the computer. Remember everyone, the computer is your friend. Now, the computer attempted to figure out what caused the apocalypse, but what it found was a set of Cold War propaganda. So it concluded that obviously communists were responsible. And so everyone in Alpha Complex lives in constant fear of the communists destroying them. Indeed, there are many, many secret societies in Alpha Complex, many conspiracies, and many traitors. But treason is not tolerated in Paranoia. Which is difficult because everyone is a traitor. Now, our heroes start out as infrared level clearance, but they are soon promoted to red level clearance as troubleshooters. Their job is simple: find trouble and shoot it. I ran them through a quick character creation process. They assigned numbers to 6 stats. Each of them received a number of clones and perversity points. Because this was a one-shot, I gave them less clones and perversity points than they usually get. When you die in Paranoia, your next clone is activated and sent out back into the world. Furthermore, you can spend perversity points in order to screw over someone else. When someone makes a roll, you spend a perversity point, they catastrophically fail that roll. Each character also had a randomly assigned secret. Their secrets they keep to themselves, though you will find out what they are by the end of the episode. Now, our characters: Max is playing Steve, Jay is playing Jay because he felt like being uncreative today, Rhea is playing Verica, and Saria is playing Jenna. So, with that explanation out of the way, let's move on to Paranoia. We open with a scene of you all riding the train across Alpha Complex, when suddenly the monitor on the train flickers on, and you see the great eye of the computer looking at you. And the computer announces, "Attention." By the way, you guys are the only passengers on this car in the train.
Okay.
Attention. All 7 of you on this cart are being promoted to red clearance level to be a troubleshooter. Please report to the troubleshooter office in the northwest quadrant of this sector. Have a nice day.
Look around for a second, decide that I am wrong about how many people there are because Fed Computer is always right, and then proceed to do as told.
Alright. Little problem with that. The train you're on is actually heading southeast, not northwest.
Look for the controls on the train?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there some kind of control that tells where the train
no,
goes?
you are in a passenger cart.
Mm,
Head to the front.
Yes.
yeah.
I agree, so we do that.
Yes.
All right, you head to the front of the train. As you open up to the next cart, the next cart is red security clearance, and a guard stops you and asks, and he notes your black outfit, says, "This is above your clearance level. You can't be on this cart."
We just got promoted.
Do you have an invoice? Do you have the proper forms for the new promotions?
No.
No.
We were promoted by a voice.
Then I ask you. Then I ask you to please proceed to the. No, I ask you to please proceed to the nearest troubleshooter office to receive your forms.
That is
Could you direct us where that might be?
All good citizens would know where their troubleshooter office is.
Fair point. I was testing you. You passed.
I look outside the window of the train to see if we're passing a station.
You are not, but you know from experience that a station is close.
Decide
Get
to
off
wait
on the
till we
next
get to that
station.
station. Yeah, get off at the next station.
The train eventually grinds to a halt, and the doors open up at the station. And everyone proceeds out according to their security clearance, so you guys are the last ones off the train.
Okay.
And so now you're now you're at the train station. What do?
Find a train going the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look for like a directory trying to explain where the train going northwest sector, was it?
Yes.
To get there.
All right. You find the directory, and you see that the next train heading northwest is in 5 hours.
Oh.
Jesus.
5 hours? How long would it take to walk there?
Yeah.
It would probably only take about 20 minutes to walk there.
Oh,
Let's just
all
walk.
right.
Like peasants.
We are peasants. We're infrared. Well, we're red now.
Unfortunately, this train station leads out into an orange clearance only section of Alpha Complex.
Oh.
And so the guard refuses to let you pass.
And the all-powerful computer is not so good at logistics.
That's a very interesting point you just made. I'm making a note of that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't agree with her.
Bye, Verica. It was nice knowing you.
State very loudly that I do not agree with this position and step as far away from her as possible.
Same.
You guys are very good citizens.
Steve
Obviously
did not-
has a reason for this.
Steve did not even notice. He was too busy trying to think of how to actually solve this problem.
Alright. Steve.
Hi.
Why don't you roll a d20 for me?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you do know a way to solve this problem.
I do. Guys, I know a way to solve this problem.
There is a service tunnel nearby that is, in fact, infrared clearance.
Awesome.
Only problem is that the service tunnel has been long since abandoned.
Ooh.
Is there any legality against going through this service tunnel?
No, but it may possibly be dangerous if, hypothetically speaking, the computer was not regularly sending people to maintain this tunnel. But, of course, that would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
Well, I mean, then we're fine. And if anything dangerous should have come up, I mean, there's 4 of us. We'll be okay.
Yes.
No. There's 7 of us, remember?
Oh, 7 of us. Excuse me.
True.
Yes.
I forgot the other 3.
Yeah.
Little slip of tongue there, Steve.
You know how it goes, Freudian slip and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those
Freud,
other
who's that?
3 are important members of our team, and we should not forget them.
Of course.
Steve, Freud, who's that?
It's a person I read in a book once.
A book, interesting. I'm making note of that. Alright.
Okay.
All right, so you guys now know the service tunnel that heads northwest.
Through the service tunnel. Friend computer has our back, nothing can happen.
Agreed.
Question.
Yes.
Can I use my prodigious stealth to kind of, be sneaky when we go in this tunnel?
You can certainly try, though I have no idea why you would want to sneak in the safest city in the safest and only city in the world.
I want to be
What is the
sure
safest city?
that on the off chance that there's a freak earthquake that, sends some debris flying, I want to be hidden from the falling rocks. That way, they won't see me, and then they won't hit me.
Yeah, we have
Good,
to make
good
sure the
thinking.
earthquake won't
Good
see
thinking.
us.
All right, make a d20 roll for me.
My stealth is 7. I don't know if that means anything.
Probably not.
All right. You stealth, and everyone can see you.
Awesome.
But as far as you other three, Verica just suddenly crouches down.
6, excuse me.
And
Yeah, 3 of them
Just
can't
suddenly,
see me.
just suddenly crouches down and starts swaying back and forth with her hands outstretched like she's doing this exaggerated pose. And you have no idea what the hell she's doing.
There is
Okay.
theme music. There is theme music that goes along with it.
Jay would like to applaud her attempts to keep our spirits up.
All right.
So we go to the service.
Why would she need to keep your spirit?
Well, it's
Jay?
important that we're always in a good mood.
I'm always happy.
Interesting. Yes, you are indeed always happy.
Yeah.
Happiness is in fact mandatory.
So basically, we live in Desert Bluffs. I got it.
Yes!
I'm there.
I have always felt that this system would be really easy to hack a Night Vale RPG into.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
All right. Anyway, so you guys heading into the tunnel then?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. You head into the tunnel. Verica doing that weird ninja thing.
Crab walk.
Yeah. You walk through the service tunnel. It's kind of cramped, but you head through. You come across this catwalk that seems to be over this large random pit that just so happens to be there for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, all part of the grand design.
Indeed. It is all part of the grand design. And as you head across, you discover that the catwalk has a gap in it, where part of it has fallen
Oh
through.
god.
So how are you guys gonna react to this?
Who let
How
this
big is said
happen?
gap?
Maybe about 4 feet across.
Oh, that's easily jumpable.
I don't know, maybe the catwalk will break if we try to, hit it too hard. If we land on it too hard, what if the other side breaks or something?
Can we
That is an interesting position.
see the state of this
that
catwalk?
you would doubt the design of the city.
I'm not doubting it.
I'm making a note of that.
Maybe people aren't doing their jobs, and
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway.
that's very interesting. Would you like to name names of people not doing their jobs?
I don't know. I don't.
So
know.
you're making baseless accusations.
No, I agree wholeheartedly that the previous maintenance crew clearly let down our benevolent overseer with
Yes.
their gross negligence.
Yes, because this catwalk wouldn't have a giant hole in it otherwise.
How do you know
Steve's
the
just
whole-
going to jump across it with full faith.
All right. Steve, make a 20 roll for me.
I will. Okay. That is twice in a row I've gotten a 5.
You make it across.
All right. Steve is standing there going, see ya. Come on, guys. Come on. We got to go report in.
Okay. I'll jump next, I guess.
All right, make a d20 roll.
Oh dear.
All right, guys. So you see Jenna attempt to jump, and
Uh-huh.
she misses the catwalk and plummets down the pit. Jenna, why don't you open up edit your character sheet and remove 1 from your clone number, please.
That didn't take long. Oh my god.
See, this is what happens when you question the integrity of this fair city.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be a hole in it!
Anyone else?
Is there any sort of cable we could set up to maybe swing across?
You know what? Indeed there is.
Oh,
And you may attempt to, see if this cable is sturdy by making a d20 roll.
sure.
It seems sturdy enough to you.
Alright, let's go for it.
Alright, are you going to use the cable?
Yes, I'm going to swing across on the cable.
Alright, make another d20 roll for me.
Yep.
Okay, so the, so the cable snaps, and you fall and you hit your head on the catwalk and go plummeting down to your death.
Well, then.
Remove 1 of your clone numbers, please.
Jay's going to monitor to check out this hole. Decide it's 4 feet tall. It's 4 feet long. I'm
Wait.
taller than 4 feet, and I'm going to just drop myself across the hole and try and pull myself across.
I like it.
That is, well, I can't fault the logic in that. Make a d20 roll for me, please.
It's gonna freaking break.
Hell.
Yeah, you slide right off and fall to your death. Remove a clone number.
Steve is
So,
Steve is
so
just standing there going, "What the guys?"
So Steve, it's just you 4 now.
All right. Well, I guess we continue on our way.
Okay. Meanwhile, the rest of you guys, you awaken in a cloning facility, and the doors open, and you are let out into the world. And right down the street is well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
But Steve, what are you doing?
Me and the other 3 are continuing down this service tunnel to achieve our goal, which is to get to this northwestern sector so that we might report in for our job.
Right. You continue, and you move down the service tunnel mostly without incident.
Why would there be incident?
I have no idea. Why would there be?
I don't know. That's very peculiar wording, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. I respect all decisions.
Very good citizen. I am removing one of my notes on you.
I listen and obey.
All right. So, Steve, you continue on, and you suddenly hear this chittering sound from somewhere nearby.
Okay, I don't see any reason to be concerned. I keep going.
All right. You keep going, and the chittering sound is now getting much, much louder.
Clearly, it is another good citizen.
Exactly. Disembodied voice, I agree.
Must have been one of the other 3.
It must have been. You know, these service tunnels, it gets kind of echoey. It's kind of hard to figure out who it came from, you know.
So, you see movement in the shadows ahead of you.
I assume it is another fair citizen. Go, greetings!
All right. A very large, mutated rat comes charging out of the shadows at you with its razor-sharp teeth, like gleaming in what little light there is as it opens its mouth and launches itself at you.
Oh my, well that is clearly mutated. That is a threat, so that must be dealt with.
All right. So what are you doing?
Dealing with it.
In what way?
I would like to... It is lunging at me, you said?
Yes.
Okay, can I do like in the action movies where like they drop onto their back and do like an upward kick?
Sure. Make a d20 roll for me.
Okay.
You drop down on your back,
Uh-huh.
and you try to do the kick, but you miss, and the rat lands on your face and rips it off.
Okay, that is still a livable condition.
It is indeed a livable condition. You have your face ripped off, and a mutant rat is now chewing on it, and there is more chittering coming towards you.
That is very concerning. I'm going to roll around on the floor screaming in pain.
Oh, yes. I was about to note that you are in incredible pain, but you're already ahead of me on that.
I know what is expected of me.
Yes, you are screaming in pain. You try to hold your face, but that just makes it hurt even more because the face is no longer there.
What are the other three doing?
Oh yes, the other three. Yes, you emerge from your cloning facility, and you are right down the street from the troubleshooter office.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about those three. I was talking about the three that were with me.
Oh, the other three. The other three are being good citizens. Let's do
Okay,
that.
good. As long as they're being good, we're fine.
Everything's fine.
As for the other three, you are down the street from the troubleshooting office that you were heading to anyway.
Yay! All part of a grand design.
I'm very concerned that the manner of my previous death was a comment by the all-seeing computer on my mass. This is very concerning to me.
I wouldn't.
Would you like? Well, Rhea, would you like to know a secret?
Yes.
Verica died because of a perversity point.
Oh,
Oh.
that's so mean.
I wonder who spent it.
Indeed.
Are you insinuating that there's a traitor among us?
Possibly.
Well, I guess it's time to start killing everyone around me.
Alright, anyway, back to Steve, who is rolling around screaming in pain as more mutated rats come for him.
I can simulate the screaming if you like.
No, that's fine. That's fine. What are you gonna do now, Steve?
I'm gonna flail at the rat on top of me in a hopes to get it off of me.
Alright, make a d20 roll for me, please.
Okay.
You flail, but none of your blows connect, and soon more rats convene on you, and they pick you clean until you are nothing but bones. Please remove one of your clones, please.
Okay.
So, you three who died earlier, like I said, you're right down the street from the troubleshooter office.
To the troubleshooter office.
You head there, and there is a clerk who doesn't even look up. He is a orange clearance clerk. He's writing on a little notepad, and he doesn't look up, and he just says, "What are you here for?"
We've become troubleshooters. Fred Computer has picked us to be the new troubleshooters.
Once again, the clerk doesn't look up. Down the right hall, second door to your left.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go.
I assume you're going down that hall and
Yes.
taking that door?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm going to let everyone else go first.
I'm being eaten.
Why are you letting everyone else go first?
Because I'm a very polite person.
Good answer. Alright. You head down the hallway. You reach the door. Who opens it?
Verica will probably open it.
Verica opens it?
Yes.
Alright, Verica, you open it.
Because I am completely trusting and feel very safe in this
You
environment.
open it. Please make a d20 roll.
Oh, God.
I feel so safe in this environment.
You open it, and you just barely manage to dodge as a blast of bullets comes shooting out of the door into the hallway.
Oh.
You look up, and you hear a voice from within that says, "No unauthorized entry. State your name and business."
Jay would like to compliment the computer on its amazing defense systems.
Your compliment is noted.
Verica will say that she feels about 2% less safe in this situation.
That's an interesting statement, Verica.
And then she will give her name and say that she has been promoted to red troubleshooter.
Same.
Jay will as well.
All right. Excellent. I will disable the automated defenses. Please come in.
She goes in.
All right, you go in. Anyone else following her?
I'm
Jay will
following her.
follow.
Excellent. Now, meanwhile, Steve, you wake up in a cloning facility.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Yes. You still have. You're not entirely sure how your previous clone died, but it doesn't matter. It was probably quite lovely.
I accept that.
Yes. So you head out into the street, and you are right down the street from the troubleshooter office.
Oh, how lovely. I will go there then.
You head there. So you head there, and there's the clerk. He's making notes on the piece of paper. Doesn't look up at you. Says, "What do you want?"
I have been promoted by the computer to red troubleshooter.
Right hallway, second door on your left.
Thank you very much, and I go.
You go, and there's the door. It is closed. What do you do?
I knock on it.
You hear a name. It says, "State your name and business."
My name is Steve. I have been promoted to a red troubleshooter by the computer.
All right, come in.
All right, I open the door.
All right, you open the door. Everyone else is already seated. The man there in the yellow uniform glares at you and tells you that you're late.
I apologize profusely.
He nods, and he looks over at you other three, and he says, "All right. The computer has given you a very important mission.
We're honored.
Yeah.
You will head to building B23 in Sector 11, and you will paint the door red."
Awesome.
This is a great honor. I have dreamed of an assignment like this forever.
He nods. Says, Any particular reason why you wanted an assignment like this in specific?
Something that is just so useful to the city, making the place more pretty and more easily navigatable.
He nods.
I do love the color red. It's such a pleasant color.
How do you enjoy the color red over other colors?
I would also enjoy its polar opposite green, because together they make perfect harmony.
But no other colors, then. I'm making a note of that. All right. All right. So he hands you some forms, and he hands you some slips of paper, and he tells you to take that down to the equipment office, and they will outfit you with what you need for your mission.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Roger that.
Verica will salute. Sure thing.
All right.
We agree, so we do it.
Can you please describe your salute?
Like the, hand up to your head, standard military salute.
All right. So you head out, and you're in the hallway. Which way are you going?
To the right.
Yes, like he said.
You head to the right, and you end up in the front office again.
Ask the guy at the front office which way we have to go to get the papers thingy for the armor, and then...
I'm gonna let him do that, but listen in.
Left hallway, fourth door on your left.
Thank you.
All right. Here we go.
You head there. You reach the door. What do you do?
State my name clearly, and that I am a red troubleshooter before entering.
The voice says, "Well, come on in, then."
Shooter.
I'm following.
You enter the
guy at the desk is kind of fiddling with his hands. He just kind of rubs them together. He holds up 2 fingers, holds his thumb with another hand, that sort of thing. He looks up at you and he says, "So, what are you here for?"
So Verica will pipe up. Oh, well, my good friend. We fellows are just here to get some equipment for our next glorious assignment. I hope you have a bunch of
Interesting.
red paint for us.
I'll need to see your forms, please.
Hands him the forms. Oh, it's my form.
He takes Jay's form. He looks at it. Any of y'all other have forms?
Yes, I handed my forms.
All right.
Same.
All right.
Hmm?
Verica, are you handing over your
Yes.
form? All right. So he takes the forms, and he looks over them, and he turns around. He walks over. He hits some buttons on the wall. You hear some mechanical noises. He opens up this drawer. He pulls out 4 pistols, which he hands to you.
Ooh.
Tells you that the computer, in its infinite wisdom, has assigned 3 bullets to each pistol.
That sounds very fair. Thank you.
He then reaches out and he gives you each 4 paintbrushes. And he tells you that that is all. And on your way.
What about the paint?
What
The
paint?
paint for the door.
There is nothing on the form about paint.
But we have to paint the door red.
I don't see how it's my problem.
Verica is handling her gun in a manner that's where 2 of her fingers are visible, and then she will also kind of hold her thumb with her other hand.
He nods. And he says, I'll see what I can do. And he walks over and he pushes the button on the wall, and a and a thing of paint comes out, and he hands it over to Verica and says, "For you, comrade." I mean,
Buddy!
Friend.
Buddy!
Yes, buddy.
Huh.
What?
Okay.
What? We're all good
Jay-
friends.
Jay
All
is going
citizens are
to-
mandated to be good friends with each other.
Yes, we are excellent friends.
Jay is going to just kind of file away this totally not suspicious at all behavior for later thought.
All right. So what do you guys do now?
Let's find out where that door is.
All right. The door in sector B20 in building B23, sector 11.
Yes. Which way to get there?
You head out of the office. You head back to the front office.
And ask which way, how to get to Sector 11 from here? Hello?
He says, just follow the signs.
Look around for a sign.
The computer has laid out the computer in its magnanimousness has laid out numbers on each building and that tell you where each sector which sector you are in and which building it is. So simply count correctly and you will reach sector 11 and B23.
Awesome.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right. So you guys are heading out then?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. As you head through the front door, the alarm goes off, and a shutter slows down the door, and a voice like this automated voice just says, "Unauthorized contraband detected. Unauthorized contraband detected."
Demand loudly which of the other 3 of you has contraband.
I freeze?
Clearly, this is not me that has contraband.
I
But I
trust
will
in the
drop the
all-knowing
paint can.
computer to to judge fairly that I have no contraband on me.
I just have my issued gun and equipment.
Alright, so a bunch of INSEC officers, internal security officers, arrive, and they point their weapons at you, and they demand that you show them everything that you are currently carrying.
I do so?
And
Jay does so with gusto while also praising their wonderful loyalty.
they ask to see your requisition forms.
Jay's gonna hand over his requisition forms and kind of subtly point towards Verica and say, it's probably her.
Verica will point at the paint can, which is clearly on the floor, and say, clearly it is one of our other 3 companions who are with us. And she will point at the rather tardy companions that, clearly took longer to get here than the rest of us.
The insect officers kind of look at each other, confused, and like, what other 3 companions?
There are 7 of us.
There are only 4 of you
Ask
here.
if-
Why are you lying to INSEC?
Inform them that the computer says there are 7. Are they doubting the computer?
Are you putting words in the computer's mouth?
I don't know. Ask the computer yourself.
Does the computer have a mouth?
Questioning the
That's not
computer's mouth. They point to one of them looks at the requisition form and he points to the big paint can. He says, "Who took the paint can? This is not on your forms."
Verica will point at one of the...
Verica.
Verica points at one of the harder to see companions.
Verica.
So Verica is apparently pointing at nothing, and Saria is saying Verica. So
Jay is also saying Verica.
everyone what?
Jay is also pointing at Verica.
So the officers point their guns at Verica. They demand to know if that is your can of paint.
I'm not holding it. It's not on my requisition form.
Did you attempt to carry that can of paint over these premises?
Nope, it must have been one of the other 7.
There are only 4 of you.
Stop doubting the computer.
7 of us were recently promoted from red.
They open fire on Verica.
Yep.
Verica,
And I messed up the thing.
Verica, please remove one of your clone numbers, please.
Yep. Verica will remember this.
Jay will praise them for dealing quickly with the traitor.
Thank you, Insect.
They look to Jay and they say, "We've got our eye on you."
He says that is
Steve has
good.
been
You will
quiet the
see
entire
my-
time.
Yeah. Jay says that is a good thing. It means you will see my amazing loyalty to Fred Computer.
Okay, so you guys now have a dead teammate next to you, and a can of paint on the floor, and the insect officers are leaving. What are you doing?
Jay is going to try and try to bring Verica's body with him if possible. I have a plan, and it's
I think I know where this plan is going, and Steve had the same plan.
I'm very interested in seeing this plan. Okay,
Nope.
yes, you
Nope.
bring Verica's body.
Okay.
So what do you do?
We go to the door.
Okay.
head to Sector 11.
Alright, you head out the door, and you head out into the area. You can tell from the signs that you are currently in Sector 13, and the building you just came out of was B45. Verica, meanwhile, you wake up in the cloning facility. You step out once you're just across the street from them. You can actually see them as they walk out the door. Holding
Dragging your
holding you.
Carrying me.
Yes.
It's a very surreal experience.
I just want to mention I am not touching or acknowledging the corpse.
Okay.
Oh, dang, I was going to ask her to carry it.
Dang, my hair is cute, though.
I was going to be like, oh, this is yours. You should carry it.
God, carry your own weight for once.
Alright, so, you can tell that, the building across from you is B44, and You just came out of B45, and you're in Sector 13. So, are you going, so which way are you going?
The direction where the numbers get lower.
Alright. You follow the buildings as the numbers get lower, until eventually you reach...
Did Verica's body retain custody of her pistol and 3 bullets?
The pistol is holstered on the body, and that is it.
Awesome.
Verica's body does not retain custody of the paintbrush, however.
Oh. Well, the living Verica will take custody of the pistol.
Okay.
Excuse me, but that's her property?
Indeed, that is a very good point. What say you to that, Verica?
I say that clearly we are the same person, ergo I inherit her goods upon her demise.
But if you were the same person, then that would be you right there.
Oh my god, am I dead? Don't talk to me. Show some respect for the dead.
That's what I was about to say. You're stealing from the dead.
I will also note that the previous Verica was executed by internal security. So if you are the same person, that means that you share the same sins.
Yeah.
Thank you, disembodied voice. This is a good point.
I'm sure
Steve pulls his gun out and points it at the new person.
You know what? Verica will throw her gun at Steve.
Okay. Steve, what are you doing?
Steve is feeling very threatened, so he's going to fire.
Alright, both of you make a d20 roll.
Log and alt and straight up shoot each other.
Alright, so, Steve, you're Oh my god, I love this.
Are the perversity points just rolling in?
Oh, yes. Okay, so, Steve, your gun explodes in your hand, and the bullet flies backward and goes straight through your eye and out the back of your skull.
Am I still alive?
No.
Okay.
Verica, you attempt to throw the gun, but the gun, you throw it too far, it flies up, hits the wall, bounces back, and hits you right in the forehead, and instantly kills you.
Nice.
Both of you please remove one of your clones.
Man, things are not looking so good for Verica.
Alright, so, Steve and Verica, you wake up in the cloning facility.
Okay.
And you head out to see, Jenna and Jay standing there with dead Steve and 2 dead Vericas.
They're trying to carry all 3 of them.
Oh, we got
need to requisition a wagon at this point. You know what? Verica don't care. She's gonna take that bullet out of Steve's head.
The bullet flew out the back of his head.
Dang it, that's right.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Jay is going to suggest that Steve carries his own weight, like he said earlier.
Verica will suggest that it would be more
Actually,
to divide the remaining 2 bullets between them.
Okay, actually, Verica, as you bend down to possibly retrieve the pistol, suddenly both of the Verica bodies burst into flames.
Whoa.
Jay is very unhappy about this fact.
If you wish, Verica, you may make a d20 roll to try to determine the cause of this.
Sure.
You...
God.
You are quite certain that you must have accidentally done this yourself.
Well, sure. It must be. I must have done something silly.
Jay's going to scoff and say, no, it was definitely the squid.
What?
It was definitely what, Jay?
The squid.
Who's
What
the
squid?
squid?
Interesting.
Jay's just gonna look around, you guys don't know about the squid?
No.
He sounds very anti-computer. There's only the computer. There's no squid.
Well, if you don't know what the squid, I can't tell you what the squid. Sorry, guys.
Well, you just told us.
Well, you must tell us.
Oh, no, we should get back to what we were doing.
Obviously, by telling us about the squid and telling us that you can't tell us about it means you just told us about it.
Yes.
So now
You
we
have a point.
know.
I've said too much already.
Yeah, well, now we know about the squid.
No, it almost seems like Jay might be part of some secret squid society.
Yes, this is very dangerous.
And all of a sudden, Jay bursts into flames.
God damn it!
Jay, you are thoroughly immolated. Please remove one of your clone numbers.
Yep, already on it.
Steve is actually starting to nod, going, you know what? Actually, it sounds like it might be whatever the squid is.
So, Jay, you wake up in the cloning facility, and you walk out to see, oh god, let me see if I can get this straight. Jenna, Verica, and Steve standing next to a dead Steve, two dead and burning Vericas, and a dead and burning Jay.
I like to try and put myself out.
Oh my god! Okay, so right after Steve says the word squid, he bursts into flames.
Oh my god! If I manage to kill everyone starting with the squid, I'm gonna be amazed.
So, Steve, you wake up again in the. Yeah, did you remove a clone?
I am, of course, doing that right now.
All right.
I'm down to one clone. I don't know if that means this is my final clone or if I have one more remaining.
That means it's your final clone.
Yep.
Be careful what you say.
Yep.
So, Steve, you wake up and you head out, and it's basically like the only person who doesn't have a dead double at this point is Jenna.
It's like an outtake of the Thriller music video.
Yes. Bunch of burning corpses.
I like it.
And one non-burning Steve corpse.
Okay.
I'm thankful for the all-knowing computer not lighting me on fire.
It was indeed very generous of the computer to not light you
Yes.
on fire.
Jay would like to make a toast to currently not being on fire. He doesn't have anything to drink.
All right, so
Jay, it sounds like you're complaining about being thirsty.
Of course not. I will be given a drink whenever I actually require one. Computer knows best.
so Jenna is the only person who still has her pistol and paintbrush,
Okay.
and you have exactly one body that's not burning to a crisp.
I stay as far away from that corpse as possible. It's not my place.
Jay is going to once again try and carry the corpse.
All right, Jay, you carry the corpse.
We continue
I'm not
on our quest.
I'm not getting any whispers that say otherwise, so you carry the corpse.
Yay.
And so where are you guys heading now?
The door. We need to break that door.
All right, and how are you getting to the door?
Doing
Walking?
what we were doing previously.
Okay, you mean following the numbers that get lower?
Yes.
You follow the numbers. Eventually, you reach B1, and right next to it is the entrance to sector 14 and building B99 there.
Okay, turn around, go the other direction.
All right.
Is there a way to go? Is there like an alley between them, or is it just a wall between them?
There's a wall.
Okay.
All right, so you turn around, you head the other direction, and still lugging the dead Steve with you.
Yep.
A couple people stop to stare, but they don't stare for long because this is obviously the will of the computer. You guys are troubleshooters.
Of course.
Of course, yes.
Eventually you reach sector 12.
I want
Okay.
up.
I'm sorry?
I want to look up for a door. Is there a door up?
You look up. There's just buildings and the ceiling of Alpha Complex. No doors.
Clearly there must be a door.
Do we have the proper security clearance to pass through Sector 12?
Yes, you do.
Alright, let's go through Sector 12.
Yes.
You go through Sector 12, and eventually you reach Sector 10.
Hmm.
Oh. Let's go through Sector 10.
Do we have the security clearance for 10?
Yes, you do.
Perfect. Okay.
You go through Sector 10, and eventually you reach Sector 3.
Okay, let's just keep going in a circle until we reach 11. Because apparently there is no continuity to these numbers, which...
Okay, so you're
criticizing the
Alright.
computer.
No,
You are
I was going to
criti-
say, which is, of course, must have an important reason for the way it being this way.
Yes.
Alright, so you head through Sector 3, and an alarm immediately goes off,
Oh dear.
Oh, dang it.
and it's like, no corpses allowed in Sector 3.
Aww.
I was not part of that idea.
And immediately you hear sirens as the internal security officers come for you.
I toss the corpse towards one of the security officers.
They haven't reached you yet.
I said towards.
Okay. You toss it, and the cars pull up, and they come out, and they point their guns at Jay, and they say, "Why did you throw that corpse? Why did you bring that corpse in here?"
I was planning to use it as a paint receptacle, but
They shoot you.
God damn it.
Please remove one of your things.
Why have we not played this game sooner?
Seriously.
So Jay, you awaken in the cloning facility, back where you started. So meanwhile, the other three in Sector 3, the insect officers are pointing their guns at you, and they demand to know why you were traveling with a corpse carrier.
I didn't have a choice. I had a job to do, and I needed to know where I was going, and they seemed to know where they were going.
What she said.
What job?
I had to paint the door red.
What door?
B-23 in Sector 11.
Yes,
Who assigned you this task?
the computer.
The guy
Pause.
in yellow.
And they say, "Why did you not know why did you not know how to reach Sector 11?
I'm not familiar with Sector 11.
Why do you not have the information? If this is truly the task you were assigned to carry out, why do you not have the information necessary?"
I was relying on my friends to find the information.
We were relying on the corpse carrier, who clearly is a deviant and leading us astray.
So you admit to following the corpse carrier.
God damn it.
I am totally gonna cause a TPK and I love it.
I was following
Only because he
they knew where they were
forcibly
going. I wasn't following them because they were corpse carriers, sir.
took the information we needed.
Alright. Well, we can give you a ride to the building you need painted.
Yes, please.
Awesome.
Leave the corpses.
Yes,
Of course.
Alright. So, they usher you into the car, and you go, driving off. Jay, meanwhile, you just stepped out of the cloning chamber. What are you doing?
I am going to head towards Sector 14.
Alright. You head towards Sector 14. Where are you going now?
Gonna see what's past Sector 14.
You head out and past Sector 14, you reach Sector 20, which is a yellow or above clearance zone.
Okay, let's turn around and go back.
Alright.
Killerance zone.
Clearance zone. Clearance zone. Alright, so you turn around and go back. Make a d20 roll for me, please.
Oh god dang it. Okay.
Okay, you are hit by a car and killed. You did not specify that you were looking both ways before crossing the street.
I never said I crossed the street, technically.
Oh, but you have to cross the street in order to cross the sector.
Ah, damn it.
You should have known these things. So, Jay is out of clones.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Just permanently dead?
Yep.
Okay.
Question, if
And
I'm
then
dead, I
there
can't
were
use
three.
perversity points anymore, right?
Actually, yes, you can still spend perversity points if you wish.
Oh,
Awesome.
God.
God.
And then there were 3.
No,
Dun, dun.
there were 6.
Yes. What are you
Yeah.
saying? There are 6 of us.
What are you saying? Are you trying to mislead us?
Who are you insinuating of misleading?
This voice.
What voice? I'm very confused. Are you... what's going on here?
I remain quiet.
Since we're over an hour now, this game is about to get a lot more lethal
Okay.
More lethal. Oh, wow.
in the name of wrapping things up. Alright, so the insect officers arrive. They drop at the door. The door, which is like the door to B-23 in Sector 11. And they drive off, and here you are looking at the red door to B-23 Sector 11.
Yay!
Yay?
Alright, mission accomplished.
We need to paint it. It's,
You did not paint the door red.
Saria, how many clones do you have left?
no!
Sorry, is the only one who has a gun.
Yes! Exactly!
So what are you guys going to do?
Well, clearly there's only one red substance we have
Well, you can just shoot
among
something at
us.
people, like my hand or something. Just don't kill me.
That works.
So basically my plan, but without carrying a corpse around.
Yes.
I'm going to die. How big is the door approximately?
It's a standard size door, about 6 or 7 feet tall, about 3 or 4 feet wide.
Okay. I am going to suffer some blood loss. Obviously. Yes, this is a good idea, fellow teammates.
Go for it.
Okay, I shoot my hand.
Bleed red for your country.
You shoot your hand. It's make a D20 roll, please.
Oh god, I'm going to die from shooting my hand. Oh god.
Just so you know that there were 2 perversity points spent on that roll. So, your hand, you attempt to shoot your hand, the gun jams,
Oh,
and you attempt to pull the trigger, the gun is still jammed. Yeah, the gun is jammed. What are you doing?
Damn it.
I don't know. Help me, guys.
Why don't you try looking down the barrel?
No.
So,
No.
you turn to, your fellows to ask for help, and as you do, the gun explodes in your hand. And shrapnel is sent everywhere. Everybody please make a D20 roll for me.
Oh god. What?
Pieces of the, shrapnel just shred into all of you.
Oh god damn it.
Because you had a apparently a very vengeful dead person spending a perversity point on each one of you.
God damn. Damn it.
Damn you.
Sit on the couch.
Well then.
Well, fine then.
Ooh. My dream come true. I finally used an RPG to cause relationship trauma. Alright. Alright.
So, take a clone off?
Yes, all of you please take a clone off.
Oh, that's Verica then.
Yeah.
So, Jenna, you are the only one who wakes up in the clone facility.
I go to paint the door with the blood of my comrade. I mean, friends.
I'm sorry.
Comrades, you say.
Guys got me saying it, shush.
Very interesting choice of words. Alright. So, you arrive at the door, and you find that the red door, has been completely splattered with the blood of all the 3 people. Your mission is complete.
Yay.
Congratulations to Jenna. And shame on the rest of you.
Yes, shame on you.
failure to complete this simple mission assigned to you from the computer. You are an you are all an embarrassment to Alpha Complex. Except for Jenna, who is a model citizen.
Yay!
Wow.
And that's a wrap.
Oh, no, I want to keep going.
So we have to do an actual game of this at some point, like a
Yes,
Please?
I would love to.
game.
Yeah, I agree with you. That would be really easy to pour into Night Vale, like with Strexcorp, or just general Night Vale weirdness.
So, like, are we going to unveil, like, what was going on there?
Oh yes. So we're just gonna reveal what everyone's secrets were. Jay, please read your secret.
I am a Cthulhu cultist. I know that one day my ancient eldritch god will arise and devour this world, and then the computer's reign will end. I.e., the squid.
Jay suddenly catches on fire.
Okay, that's a good segue. Steve, what was Steve's secret?
Steve was secretly a mutant with pyrokinetic abilities. All mutants are required to register themselves. I have neglected to do so and thus committed treason.
What?
Wait, was he the one burning
Yes.
bodies then?
Oh my god, it was...
Amazing.
like, I had it perfectly planned out.
Alright, Jenna, what was Jenna's secret?
My secret was that I worship the computer as a god. Worshipping the computer is treason, but you know that it's just being modest.
And Verica, what was your secret?
You are a member of the Communist Party and recognize the secret communist signal of 2 fingers held up and the other hand holding the thumb. Which I'm sure surprises no one.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that one was pretty obvious.
See, you were too obvious with yours.
Well, I think Sean actually was what made that too obvious with having the guy
Your
call.
comrade.
That is
blowing
true.
my cover. Comrade blowing
I was
my
really
cover.
hoping that one of you would shoot her on the spot when I did that, but...
I was actually planning to shoot her at a later point for it. It's gonna be like
I was
when we
just gonna let
actually
y'all
go
know
and-
it's on
like,
fire.
oh, and by the way, yeah, well, I was gonna be like, because I'm pretty sure that blood does not stay in a body for long.
Yeah, I will. I
Be like,
will
we need more
note. I will
blood.
note
Let's shoot
that
the
in,
communists.
then the next day, Jenna's gonna be reprimanded because the paint she painted rusted and turned brownish.
Aww.
Is there any actual way to paint that door properly?
There was not.
Didn't think so. And I'm pretty sure just saying, well, we painted the door red and showing them the red door would not have
Nope.
worked.
It's Paranoia. What you gonna do?
Oh my god.
Incidentally,
this
there
game.
is a new edition of Paranoia coming out soon.
Awesome.
They
Awesome.
ran a successful Kickstarter campaign for it, and it's going to be they're releasing a box set when they're finished with it.
Cool.
Awesome.
I might actually get that. Well, actually, I'm not allowed. That's above my clearance.
Yes, it is. I was reading it like a Kickstarter page and their updates before they did it, and they had like previews of the next edition, and one of them has like a character creation, and it's got 10 steps, and the first 9 steps are like just this crazy drama with this group, like these 2 people aren't speaking to each other, but you invited them both together anyway, but there's that whole thing, this person wants to bring their girlfriend, and this guy says he can't come, and all this stuff, and it's like just going on and on about all this crazy shit, and it finally gets step 10, create your character.
So it's basically our D&D group.
Yes. All right, and we are over time. So thank you, everyone, for listening to this very unorthodox episode of Rolling Ones, the RPG podcast. Once again, I'm Sean.
Amazing. I'm Max.
I'm Jay / that Canadian guy.
And I'm sorry.
And Rhea.
And thanks once again to Sari and Rhea for filling in, because they are not usually part of this group. Thank you, Sari and Rhea.
No problem.
It was fun.
All right. And farewell, listeners, and remember, the computer is your friend.
You've been listening to Rolling Ones, the RPG podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, then why give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/rollingonesrpgpodcast. You can also find us on Twitter at Rolling Ones. Thank you, and stay safe, citizens. Remember, the commie mutant traders are everywhere.